Hello and welcome. This is Japan, and I figured this is kind of an interesting dilemma on who they're going to use in this women's tag team championship fatal four way at Evolution. Because obviously, we know the champs are going to be in there, but they got one team from Raw, one team from SmackDown, one team from NXT. To be honest, there's not really even teams that you could even remotely say exist in any of these divisions, so that's what makes it a little bit more interesting. Now, honestly, I feel like there's some narrative threads. I think Raw has the hardest thing to figure out because obviously I think the number one choice that they should pick. I don't believe they're going to, but you honestly don't know because both of them have been hot. Would be Asuka and Kairi Sane as the Kabuki Warriors. They're a decorated tag team and deserve to be on this card in some way. And this might be the only way because there isn't really anything else really out there for Asuka with now that Io is having the match against Rhea and Kairi Sane, they might be in the battle royale, so there's at least that, but I really believe that they deserve something better than that. So that would be my number one pick. Now obviously you also have the Dungeon Dolls, which they already got merch, but they've never wrestled except for that one tag team what is it, gauntlet match that Bailey and Lyra won. That's it. So those are the only two tag teams that are even remotely on Raw. There's not even really like two people that you could throw together. It would make a little bit of sense. Obviously, there's always those opportunities where they could put two legends together, but there's just nothing else out there. There's no other people that make sense. So Raw is really down to those two tag teams. But if you think about it, that's still a lot of more options than some of the other ones because those are actually at least two. I guess I would say legit tag teams. I don't know if you could count Maxine and Natalia as a legit tag team, but I feel like they kind of are. I guess. So then we obviously go over to SmackDown, which feels a little bit more cut and dry. There's only two leading candidates here. The obvious one that would be probably the pin eaters here would be BFAB and whatchamacallit, BFAB and Meacham. I think they're going to be in the match that decides this. You obviously have the Secret Herbis. I said two, but I guess they actually have three. But I really do think this is Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. I think they come together to do this, so they actually have an option to be on this card. Again, having big people like that, you got to get them in the match, and they don't seem like battle royale people. So I'm gonna go with Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair as a new makeshift tag team. And being a makeshift tag team, that means they don't need to be winning here. They just are there to up the card. So I'm guessing that might be like a triple threat of those teams. I forgot about the Secret Herbis because like Chelsea Green, when she's not empowered, they don't seem great. You can't have really lackeys when you don't have a title behind it. But yeah, at least I guess yeah, SmackDown I guess has the deepest division. Now NXT is a little weird because I think you could easily use Fatal Influence here. I don't think they're gonna probably be the pick here. I think this will be like a triple threat tag team like match to figure out. I am recording this after NXT's aired. I haven't watched NXT, but this will be coming out. I recorded this Thursday morning or Tuesday morning, and I'll be posting it Wednesday. So they might have already decided this, but it could be Fatal Influence. I think the other option, obviously, could be the new team of Izzy Dane and like Tatum Paxley if they go that way. But I think the pick should be Zarya and Sol Ruka. I feel like that's the call right there because they obviously have been working well together and kind of like a tag team as or at least like friends. I think they would be good and they would also really up the game of this entire thing. So that would be my pick, but I could see Fatal Influence also going in there. um or is Dame Tana Paxton. There's not really anybody else there. It's really down to those three. So yeah, I guess I thought Raw was actually the deepest division, but it's actually not the not at all. I don't even know if they did a triple threat if they could have another tag team. Like really thinking about Raw, like I really don't see anybody else being able to even just say that they could be paired together unless it's completely random. But I just can't think of anybody from the top to the bottom of the roster that could just be like, oh yeah, we're friendly enough to do this. There is absolutely nobody. So I guess that's how we're gonna go. I think that's my picks. Raw. I think they're going to end up with the Dungeon Dolls. Unfortunately, I do think the Kabuki Warriors would be the better pick, but I think they're probably going to go that way. But Kabuki Warriors would make it better. I think Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown team, and the NXT team is Zarya and Silverka. I feel like if you put the Kabuki Warriors as that Raw team, I think that this whole thing would be stacked. But then, unfortunately for all of that, the NXT team would definitely be eating the pin. I don't think the tag team titles would switch. I think they're such a big plot device for the whole Judgment Day fade right now that I don't think there's any point of making them lose it here. I think they if they retain, they actually look a lot better. But yeah, tell me what you guys think in the comment below. Who do you think each tag team's going to be, and who do you think might even win it all? Evolution's coming up in 2 weeks, so we'll be doing some more videos towards it now that the card is starting to slowly come together. But we shall see how that goes. Until next time, this has been Japan. Bye, guys.